At exactly 17:23 on June 5, 2025, the low hum of an Israeli F-16's Pratt and Whitney F-100 engine filled the cockpit. A calm yet commanding voice crackled over the encrypted radio. Time to go. Minutes later, 4 F-16i Sufa fighter jets, each tailored to meet Israel's exacting military needs, roared into the skies. Their mission: execute precision strikes on Hezbollah strongholds in Beirut's densely populated southern suburbs on the eve of Eid al-Adha, a holy celebration in Islam. The stakes for this operation could not have been higher. The F-16i Sufa, a modified variant of the Fighting Falcon, is equipped with latest terrain-following radar and conformal fuel tanks, allowing it to operate deep into hostile territory. Each jet carried 4 2,000-pound Spice 2,000 precision-guided munitions, capable of obliterating hardened targets with a miss distance of less than 10 feet. Backed by Israel's electronic warfare systems, these munitions were specifically designed to navigate the urban labyrinth of Beirut, ensuring maximum impact with minimal collateral damage. As the jets approached their targets, ELINT, electronic intelligence, and COMINT, communications intelligence, systems worked seamlessly, jamming Hezbollah's air defense networks and intercepting communications. The first strike hit a weapons storage facility, creating a blast radius of over 1 mile, neutralizing Hezbollah's most critical armament cache. The second wave targeted an underground command center, collapsing the bunker and severing Hezbollah's ability to coordinate immediate retaliatory actions. Hezbollah forces scrambled to respond, but found their defenses crippled. The operation unfolded with surgical precision, leaving no Israeli jets intercepted, a testament to the dominance of Israel's Iron Dome aerial support systems and advanced countermeasure capabilities. Within 30 minutes, the coordinated strike had rendered 3 critical Hezbollah positions inoperable, significantly disrupting their operational infrastructure in Beirut. This mission wasn't just about military dominance. It was a demonstration of Israel's ability to conduct high-stakes operations in some of the world's most challenging environments. The precision of the Spice 2000 munitions, coupled with Israel's intelligence and electronic warfare superiority, showcased the evolving nature of modern air combat. With Hezbollah suffering a 50% reduction in active weapon stockpiles, the strike left an indelible mark on the balance of power in the region. The calm before the storm. The mission had been perfectly planned down to the second. The pilots, strapped into their cockpits for 12 tense minutes, conducted final systems checks as ground crews worked with precision to arm the Spice 2000 munitions and ensure the jets were combat-ready. Each F-16i Sufa carried enough firepower to neutralize 2 targets, leaving 0 margin for error. A single misstep, whether a missed release window or a guidance system failure, could jeopardize the entire operation and compromise its strategic goals. At precisely 17:26, the first F-16I roared down the runway at Ramat David Air Base, achieving a takeoff speed of 165 knots, despite its heavy payload of munitions and advanced electronic warfare pods. By 1728, all 4 jets were airborne, climbing to an operational altitude of 28,000 feet in staggered formation to minimize radar cross-sections. Beneath them, reconnaissance drones streamed live imagery, capturing high-resolution views of Hezbollah's strongholds nestled within Beirut's densely populated suburbs. Israeli military spokesperson Avichai Adri took to social media platforms like Twitter and Telegram to issue preemptive warnings. Satellite imagery shared with the public highlighted the intended targets: structures housing Hezbollah's strategic operations and armament depots. These warnings weren't mere compliance with international law. They were calculated moves designed to gather actionable intelligence. As evacuations began, drones and satellite surveillance tracked traffic patterns and movement dynamics. Buildings that emptied quickly were likely civilian spaces, while those that remained active revealed potential command centers or weapon storage sites. This flow of information enabled real-time adjustments to strike priorities, ensuring optimal target selection. The ground crew's efforts, drones reconnaissance, and strategic use of intelligence data all coalesced to create a precision operation. The careful orchestration showcased not only the technological superiority of the F-16i Sufa,
equipped with terrain-following radar and advanced avionics, but also Israel's commitment to minimizing civilian casualties while maintaining military effectiveness. Spice 2000, a technological marvel. The Spice 2000 bombs, suspended under the F-16i's wings, represented the pinnacle of precision-guided munitions. Priced at $200,000 each, these weapons were engineered for pinpoint accuracy, regardless of environmental challenges or enemy countermeasures. Each bomb utilized a combination of 3 independent navigation systems to ensure flawless delivery. GPS guidance provided the initial trajectory, allowing the bomb to lock onto its target with millimeter-level accuracy. The inertial navigation system, INS, powered by advanced gyroscopes and accelerometers, ensured the bomb maintained its course even in GPS-denied environments where jamming was a concern. The true game-changer, however, was the electro-optical scene matching system. This latest technology used a nose-mounted camera to capture real-time images, which were then compared to preloaded satellite data. The result? The bomb could identify and home in on a specific window, rooftop, or structural weak point, even if electronic warfare systems attempted to disrupt its path. With a range of 38 miles when deployed from high altitudes, the Spice 2000 gave pilots the flexibility to strike their targets from a safe distance, avoiding hostile airspace. Its 1,100 pounds warhead was engineered for deep penetration, capable of obliterating fortified bunkers or multi-story buildings while minimizing collateral damage. At 1800 hours, the formation leader's voice crackled over the radio. "Holding pattern breaks. Let's get to work." The first bomb descended with pinpoint precision. Traveling at approximately 614 miles per hour, the vehicle adjusted its course autonomously, guided by its internal systems. Reconnaissance footage confirmed the destruction of a Hezbollah command center, with secondary explosions indicating the detonation of hidden ammunition caches. The Spice 2000's design wasn't just about destruction, it was about efficiency. Its modular guidance kits allowed for rapid upgrades, ensuring it remained effective against evolving threats. The weapon's integration into Israel's F-16 warfleet made it a cornerstone of precision strike capabilities, setting a global standard for modern air-to-ground warfare. The strike begins. The F-16i Sufas descended swiftly, their Pratt & Whitney F-100 engines roaring as they banked eastward toward the Lebanese coastline. Beneath their fuselages, Sky Shield electronic warfare pods activated, transforming the jets into virtual phantoms. These pods didn't merely jam radar signals, they projected dozens of false targets across radar screens, creating an illusion of erratic and impossible flight patterns. Lebanese operators struggled to distinguish reality from deception, leaving the actual jets undetected. At 1812, the F-16s reached their pre-assigned release points, each at an altitude of 30,000 feet. The pilots, guided by real-time data from reconnaissance drones and satellite imagery, locked onto their targets with precision. 3 primary locations were designated for immediate elimination. A 5-story structure in Hadath, identified as a Hezbollah drone assembly workshop housing Iranian-supplied UAV components. A logistics hub camouflaged as an auto parts store, used for transporting weapons and ammunition across southern Lebanon. A communications center, concealed beneath a seemingly innocent community center, acting as a critical node for Hezbollah's encrypted networks. As the first Spice 2000 bomb detached from the lead jet, it rapidly accelerated to Mach 0.8, navigating autonomously using its electro-optical scene matching system. Upon impact at 1814, the drone workshop erupted in a massive fireball, the explosion disintegrating stockpiles of UAV parts and leaving the building's steel framework warped beyond repair. The subsequent strikes followed in quick succession. The logistics hub was obliterated, with secondary detonations indicating the presence of hidden ammunition caches, while the communications center collapse severed Hezbollah's command links. Within 10 minutes, all targets were confirmed neutralized, showcasing the lethal precision of Israel's strike capabilities. The operation highlighted not just the destructive power of the F-16i fleet, but also the seamless integration of electronic warfare, aerial intelligence, and precision-guided munitions. Hezbollah's strategic assets in Beirut were crippled,
leaving a significant void in their operational infrastructure. At 18-18-15, the first Spice 2000 was released. The bomb, initially a falling mass of steel, deployed its wing kit seconds later, transforming into a gliding projectile. Traveling at 1 mile per second, its nose camera activated, scanning the Beirut skyline and comparing it to preloaded images. The bomb's onboard computer corrected for crosswinds and updrafts, ensuring a flawless descent. The camera captured evacuation chaos, cars clogging streets, heat signatures of civilians fleeing on foot, and suspicious activity near targeted buildings. At 1819, the first bomb struck its target, a logistics node. The impact was surgical. The delayed fuse allowed the bomb to penetrate multiple floors before detonating. The explosion's pressure wave reflected off concrete walls, doubling in intensity and collapsing the building into its basement. Within seconds, the second and third bombs hit their marks, followed by the fourth. Shockwaves converged, amplifying destruction. By 1820, 4 mushroom clouds rose over southern Beirut. The second wave, F-15i Strike Eagles. Even as smoke billowed over Beirut's southern suburbs, the operation was far from over. At precisely 1842, 2 F-15i Ra'am fighters pierced Lebanese airspace, their silhouettes cutting through the evening sky. These aircraft weren't built for finesse like the nimble F-16s. They were designed for brute force, perfectly suited for their mission, to destroy Hezbollah's heavily fortified bunkers nestled in the hills near Anjar. Each F-15I carried a staggering 10,000 pounds of ordnance, including 2 GBU-28 bunker busters. These weren't ordinary bombs. Weighing in at 5,000 pounds each, the GBU-28s were specialized penetrators capable of burrowing through 98 feet of earth, or 20 feet of reinforced concrete, before unleashing their devastating payload. This immense firepower was made possible by the F-15I's twin engines, which generated an impressive 58,000 pounds of thrust, enough to maintain speed and altitude even under such a heavy load. At 1844, the lead F-15 began its attack run, soaring at an altitude of 35,000 feet. The first GBU-28 detached from its mount, beginning its rapid descent toward the target below. With its laser guidance activated in the final seconds, the bomb adjusted its trajectory with pinpoint precision. Upon impact, it burrowed a full 9 feet into the hillside before its delayed fuse activated, ensuring the detonation occurred deep within the target structure. Moments later, the second F-15 released its payload. The second GBU-28 followed a slightly different trajectory, targeting another section of the bunker complex. The effect was immediate and catastrophic. The hillside erupted in a massive explosion, sending a plume of fire and debris into the sky. Satellite images captured the aftermath, a massive crater where the hillside once stood, accompanied by secondary explosions that signaled the destruction of ammunition depots and fuel stocks concealed within the bunker. This wasn't just a surgical strike, it was a show of force. The sheer power of the F-15is and their devastating payload underscored Israel's capability to neutralize even the most fortified threats with precision and overwhelming force. For Hezbollah, the message was clear: there were no safe havens. The aftermath. By 1845, the airstrikes had concluded, but their impact extended far beyond the immediate destruction. Hezbollah's southern Beirut strongholds lay in ruins, with key operational facilities dismantled. Israeli intelligence assessments confirmed the elimination of 4 high-value targets, including drone assembly workshops, logistics hubs, and underground communication centers. Additionally, over 2,200 pounds of munitions stockpiled in fortified bunkers were obliterated, causing secondary explosions that collapsed surrounding structures. The strikes also uncovered and destroyed an extensive network of tunnels, critical for Hezbollah's covert movement of personnel and supplies. Satellite imagery and reconnaissance drones revealed the scale of the damage, with the destruction of infrastructure leaving Hezbollah's logistics and command capabilities severely degraded. Civilian casualties were minimal, attributed to the precision of the Spice 2000 bombs and Israel's pre-strike warnings via social media and direct communication channels. These measures ensured most non-combatants evacuated the targeted areas before the operation commenced. Despite this, the destruction sent an unambiguous message. Israel possessed the capability to strike with both precision and devastating force, neutralizing threats without indiscriminate damage. For the pilots, there was no celebration, only quiet relief. As they crossed back into Israeli airspace, their Sky Shield electronic warfare pods continued to emit decoy signals, ensuring a secure return. The mission, though successful, left an undeniable tension. The destruction was a tactical triumph, but the broader implications of the strike foreshadowed potential retaliation and a continued cycle of conflict. So, what's your take on this escalating conflict? Was the strike justified, or will it further destabilize the region? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to watch more updates on global events. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's explore the bigger picture together.